Hello friends, welcome to the video series in Learn HTML5 in a Day. In this video series, you would learn how to proceed with the web development using HTML5 step by step. And before the HTML5, there are practically 4 versions of HTML. The HTML version 1 up to HTML version 4. So, what are the origins and evaluation of HTML? The HTML stands for the Hypertext Markup Language. The hypertext is a text which contains links to other texts. It is a markup language consists of a set of markup tags. HTML uses markup tags to describe web pages. HTML markup tags are usually called the HTML tags. The HTML tags are keywords surrounded by the angle brackets like represented here. Now, HTML tags come in pairs like the angle bracket B and angle bracket /B. The first tag in a pair is the start tag. The second tag is the end tag. The start and end tags are also called the opening tags and the closing tags. Now about the versions of HTML. Practically on 1990, the first HTML version, HTML 1.0, has been developed. HTML 2.0 was used for the web development up to 1997 January. Then up to 1997 February, the HTML 3.2 stepped into the scene. Up to the mid-year of 1997, the HTML 4.0, and then HTML 4.01 was the next version for the HTML. Now HTML5 steps into the web development from January 2008. So the first one version was the HTML 1.0. HTML 1.0 or HTML 1.0 was the first release of HTML to the world, and the language was very limiting. The second version, that means the HTML 2.0, included everything from the original 1.0 specifications. HTML 2.0 was the standard for website design until January 1997, and that was the HTML 2.0 defined many core HTML features for the first time. Then the HTML 3.2. The browser-specific tags kept coming in that particular version, and the first version developed and standardized exclusively by the W3C. Then the HTML 4.0 introduced many new features and deprecated many older features also. Support for the HTML's new supporting presentation language, that is the CSS, that means the cascading style sheet. Then HTML version 4.01, a cleanup of the 4.0. It faces two problems. It specifies loose syntax rules, and its specification does not define how a user agent, that means the browser, is to recover when erroneous code is encountered. And the HTML5, the latest specification of the HTML. HTML5 was published as a working draft by the W3C. Now about the basic syntax of HTML, that means the also HTML5. The fundamental syntactic units of HTML are called tags. The elements are defined by tags. Tag format, the first one is the opening tag. That means suppose here the name of the tag is name and represented here using the angled brackets, and the closing tag. But between the angle brackets there is also, before the name of the tag, there is a slash. Most tags appear in pairs. The opening tag and its closing tag together specify a container for the content they enclose. Not all tags have content. If a tag has no content, its form is like tag name. The container and its content together are called an element. If a tag has attributes, they appear between its name and the right bracket of the opening tag. Suppose here the starting angle bracket ahref is equal to default.html, that is in between the double quotes and the end of the angle bracket. Then this is a link, and then that has been ended for the a, that is /a. How the comment is used here, that is using the angle bracket and then the exclamation sign and then the dash dash dot. The comments increases the readability of programs. Browsers ignore the comments, unrecognizable tags, line breaks, multiple spaces, and tabs. Tags are suggestions to the browser. The first line of every HTML document is a doc type comment. The first one should be doc type HTML. An HTML document must include the 4 tags: HTML, head, title, and the body. The HTML tag identifies the root element of the document. HTML documents always have an HTML tag immediately following the doc type comment, and they always end with the closing HTML tag, that is the starting angle bracket, then the slash, then HTML, then the ending angle bracket. The HTML element includes an attribute language which specifies the language in which the document is written. Suppose HTML lang is equal to, within double quote, has been given en. That en means the English. An HTML document consists of 2 parts, head and body. The head element provides information about the document. The head element always contains 2 simple elements, a title element and meta element. The meta element is used to provide additional information about a document. The meta element has no content. All information is specified with attributes. The meta tag specifies the character set used to write the document. Like meta cat set is equal to, within double quote, UTF-8. The slash at the end of the tag specifies it has no closing tag. It has a combined opening and closing tag. The content of the title element is displayed by the browser in the browser Windows title bar. And here we have a standard HTML document structure, the body. As described previously, the first one line should be the doc type HTML, then the file name and document purpose, that means the comment line. Then the language of the document has been specified using HTML lang is equal to en, then the head, then the title, in between the head and the meta cat set has been given. In between the title tags, a title for the document, here is the title. Then the next part, that means the body, comes for the HTML document, and finally the ending tag for the HTML. Let us check a sample HTML to check how it works with the browser. Now, for any HTML document to edit or write, you can use any text editor like the Notepad or gedit in the Linux, or Notepad++ or any other third-party software also, and we need a browser also. In that case, we have used the Notepad++ for the HTML document, and the browser as the Edge from the Windows version. So the first one is the HTML, and that is the first line doc type HTML. Then the HTML tag starts, then the head portion, then the title has been given here as hello, then the body, and here we have written learn HTML5 in a day, then the end of HTML tag. The file has been saved with the name as index.html. Let's check what happens if we run it or execute it. So open in default here, and we are here the Edge browser to open it. So where the title goes, the hello, that particular word is in the title form of the particular web page, and the body content learn HTML5 in a day. Let us check what happens if we add more words with that particular thing, and here we are adding, suppose, subscribe, like, and suppose the word comment, and Ctrl S to save, and then reload it, and here we are finding the other three words just written also added with the file here. So this is how the HTML5 works in a browser. From the next video, we will discuss more step-by-step processes for the HTML5.